it out the way.
Any more action films that you look at in the 90s that reminded you of Plane, that were just good fun and full of action, didn't really take themselves too seriously? Some that come to mind for me are probably Gone in 60 Seconds. You know what's one movie that really I think is vastly underrated and I think should be included a lot of top 100 greatest films of all time? I'm not even kidding you. Is Armageddon. I really think that movie is one of the best movies ever made. You laugh, you cry. There's tons of action. It's funny. What else? Any more suggestions?
Yeah, and they try to like they try to like what make fun of that movie or critique that movie in a bad way just because of like it wasn't accurately. That's not really accurate on like the way things are in space.
Well, listen,
the movie was so good.
In the movie Plane, the guy's plane takes about 10,000 bullets and just keeps on going. So, I don't think according to the, FAA, that is, realistic. But at the end of the day, it was entertaining. What else? Underrated as well. Cliffhanger. Sylvester Stallone.
That movie's still good today.
What a classic. Oh, God, when movies weren't full of bullshit.
The movies are just fucking good.
Yeah, movies were just fun and just movies.
Yeah, it's endless.
Actions. Who else are we missing? Steven Seagal, Above the Law, was 80s, though, right? Or early 90s. I think it was early 90s.
I was never a fan of Steven Seagal as much. I was more of an Arnold guy.
Or Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Well, Van Damme was more for karate, We look at Van Damme, it was more like The Quest.
Negative.
Bloodsport.
You want to talk about good action with Van Damme? Hard Target.
Universal Soldier,
definitely.
Double Team was even pretty solid.
Whack.
Yeah.
Lionheart was
That's a karate movie. Lionheart, he takes down the Bronx. He was in the Bronx.
Action.
Double Impact. I think that's what we're talking about.
Double Impact is raw.
Double Impact.
Or you know what? I'll give you Sudden Death. I like that movie. Nice little twist in the
NHL arena.
Mm-hmm. I actually like Sudden Death. That was a good little flick.
Yeah, he was like a firefighter or something like that.
Or security guard or something like that, or fire firefighter.
Where do they make those movies anymore? Do they make them? You got John Wick.
You know what happens?
But they become IPs now.
Yeah, you know what
John
happens
Wick,
too?
Mission Impossible,
and this is not even like, this is almost a fact at this point. They make those movies and they put them on Netflix. Like you have Chris Hemsworth has that little military movie that has like that 90s feel where he has to go save the girl.
But they're not as good, though.
Then you have, no, they're not. And then you have the one that's like a Liam Neeson wanna be taken with that other older dude. I don't remember his name now, called Polar.
I thought Triple Frontier was pretty good.
Triple Frontier is an example of another one that has like that 90s action feel.
Everybody knows my thoughts on The Gray Man, so I didn't like that one.
That one was fucking.
I think what's going on today, everybody wants to be, everybody wants to get that one hitter quitter, and they don't realize that you actually, history repeats itself. If you have all these great action films in the 90s, why not have something similar to it, some kind of a storyline, some kind of a twist to it, and I think that's what we got from Plane.
Not only that, but what I think the main difference is this. When you watch a movie like Triple Frontier, Gray Man, throw another, give me the one with the
Polar.
Polar, the one with Chris Hemsworth that he did that. It was Extraction or whatever it's called. Yeah. Okay, the problem with those that they don't have that you're not invested into the characters like The Rock. You cared if Sean Connery lived or died, or if they got off the rock and the planes are coming. You cared in Armageddon. You cared in Gone in 60 Seconds if Nicolas Cage made it. I just think that nowadays it's such a factory machine, and they're pumping out so many that you don't have that care for the characters, even if they're just cheesy action films. So that to me has been the main difference. And another thing, another sidebar is, what happened to the comedies? Where's Dumb and Dumber? Where's Step Brothers? Where's Elf? Where are these? There's no comedies. Where are the comedies? I haven't seen a good comedy movie. I can't even tell you how long.
I think yeah. No, they're not there.
Let me tell you
the shows.
Let me tell you the fucking problem. Okay, the problem is fucking talk about the bullshit all day long. Don't offend this and don't offend that and don't offend this. Get the fuck out of here. I want to see a good movie. That's it. Okay, tell the story. Cast the right person, regardless of their race or religion or anything like that, and that's it, bro. I'm tired of it.
Yeah,
is there any fucking good movies out there? No, right? When was the last time you laughed at a good comedy movie? You can't, because you have to offend everybody. Fuck you if you don't like it.
Yeah, they definitely got Hollywood walking on eggshells.
I don't know,
but you make a point. There's no good comedies anymore. It's true. There isn't,
because everybody's afraid.
I mean, you can't even do stand-ups now. Even the new the stand-ups that come out on Netflix have, they have to fucking go through a mission on, just because they want to try to cancel them. They said certain things, like Dave Chappelle's have the most famous one known for it. His fucking stand-ups are super controversial, and now they're not even good because they're so fucking. He goes back on his word or whatnot. And
how many times has he been canceled? I mean, because behind the scenes, he's talked about it, a couple of things.
Yeah, Dave Chappelle, too much heat.
He's gotten, a lot of.
He even had, to your point, the famous bit about the transgender woman that he helped because she wanted to do comedy. He helped, and they still got on him, bro.
He put that on a comedy
show. He even
show.
Put the girl up there to do comedy. He's the biggest comedian in the world. And he gave her a platform, and they still gave him shit.
Didn't Netflix say we're not fucking canceling this thing or whatever? I don't give a fuck.
I feel like the tide is turning. I didn't want to get into this, but it feels like every other episode we do. But at the end of the day, right? Just really sit there and think. What was the last heartfelt action movie like a Gone in 60 Seconds or an Armageddon or one of those that you saw? What was the last one? What's the last comedy you sat there and go, man, Life, like a movie like Life or Friday or like Dumb and Dumber or one of them? Where is it? They don't exist because these companies are so scared of offending a certain culture or a race, and people need to stop taking themselves so seriously.
Yeah,
I agree.
Definitely agree on that. I mean, it's going on. It's going on all around us, and if you're blind to it, you're. I don't know if
they
it's
said,
all over the media.
They said today Ace Ventura. They said the Ace Ventura today wouldn't even be made. And not only that, the Dumb and Dumber scene with the kid that he tapes up, the bird, the headless bird. He takes up the headless bird. They said they wouldn't do it now because it offend.
But that's just people. it. You're probably gonna have animals' rights.
Animals' rights, people, and then you got the people that can't see, and I get it, and you want to be sympathetic, but at the end of the day, this is entertainment, and I think that none of us, want to harm animals, or we don't sympathize with people that have a visual impairment. At the end of the day, it's a big reason why we go to the theater, and to bring it back, to take it all back to what we're talking about, is we see a movie like Plane, and it's refreshing because we go, wow, no political BS, a very diverse cast. There's nothing in the dialogue that's saying, oh, but this guy and this girl, why are you doing this to me? And this culture, it's just a good action movie. So go watch it. All right, guys. So another pick me up episode here, and so let's go. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell button. Dollar, we're out of here.
Yep.